Somebody asked the question, insider hacks that customers aren't supposed to know about.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to share some of those.
This is it. This is what we do for you.
Does this one really work? Because I'm about to start gathering up some change in my swear jar, and I think it's perfect. Because I know zero a lot of times. If you just keep hitting zero, it'll take you to an operator.
And, of course, we're talking about you're calling in and you're getting the bot.
Yep. Someone with lots of customer service experience tossed this gem out. If you call a company and a bot answers, maybe the zero thing doesn't work. Apparently, you can start dropping a bunch of F-bombs.
Mm-hmm.
The AI will go, ooh, this person is disgruntled.
Which is true, yeah.
And immediately put an actual human on the phone because they were like, ooh, person mad. Person mad, send to human.
There's your secret. Next time, instead of punching zero a bunch or yelling operator or whatever at the phone, just start a slur of cuss words, predominantly the F word, it sounds like.
I think use that all the time.
It's the strongest driving your point home, I think, to say I'm unhappy. And then you'll get a person on the phone.
See what happens.
Yeah, I'm curious to know if that works.
That one saves you some time. Now there's a few other more industry hacks to save you a little money, apparently. If you offer to pay your therapist in cash, they say that they might actually take that instead of the other deal.
Does that go for all doctors or
It might
just
be.
like therapy?
Hey, I'll give you $50 cash.
My bill's $200. Let's call it 80. Spit in your hand and hold it out to shake.
And just throw a couple 20s. 80? Sound good?
We'll call it 85.
If you're mailing something to an address that's not far away, always choose the cheapest shipping option. Paying more, probably it will not get there faster. I've heard about that before.
Yeah.
For the most part now, unless you know it has to be, like
There are some.
it has to be.
Yeah.
That's one thing. But if a day or two doesn't really matter, but it's better if it gets there a lot of times it gets there faster.
And a lot of times your priority stuff, it may not get there any faster at all. Yeah. My dad does some shipping and stuff. He'll pretty well tell you the same thing. Don't pay the extra money for it.
They say don't use big websites to buy flowers. It's cheaper if you call the local florist, tell them what you want, show them a picture on the site, and if they know that, they say a lot of times they'll work a deal with you.
They're just those websites are just farming it out to some florist anyway.
And taking a cut.
So you're paying markup price. Call your local people. They'll do it for you.
Yep. Want a bigger scholarship? They say just ask. A high school teacher said several students got $10,000 to $20,000 more this year by writing the school before committing and claiming another school was offering more money for a scholarship, but they really wanted to go to your school. And sometimes they up the scholarship money.
So wait a minute. They're just claiming it? So lie for college. That's what they're telling you, kids. Just lie. A little. I'd really love to come to Missouri Southern, but Harvard is offering me $20,000 more a year. If you would match it, I would gladly come. No, I don't know. You may have to pick a different, more comparable school.
Yeah. Get a car loan before you buy. You're always better rate. Maybe a finance company. Sometimes you can get a better rate. But if you can line it up going into the car dealership, a lot of times, or the car company, finance company, will go, oh, well, he's already got that rate. How about if we give you this rate? And they usually will better that rate.
Ah, okay. So it's less about, for sure, going with whatever your bank has come up with.
I'm guaranteed that I'm going to be able to get this.
Yeah, I'm already at this.
That way I already know.
1%.
That way you've got something to work with and know payment-wise and go, I need my payment. I'd like it to be here. This is what I've got now. Can you beat that?
You'd be amazed at the flexibility they have sometimes.
Yep, to get you in that car.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough people buy refurbished products like computers. They're essentially like new, and they come with a warranty, so if they do break anyway.
I've done it multiple times, and let me tell you, I've had good experiences, mostly with tablets, something my kids are going to use anyway, and likely break. Why pay that full price for it anyway? Just get the refurb one. They work fine.
Yeah, and then I've left the darkest one on the list for last.
Okay.
You can rent a nice casket for a funeral
Oh,
and then bury the person in a cheaper one,
sign
which
me
will
up.
save you money. You put the nice fancy one up there and then do the old switcheroo when they go in the ground.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I'll be dead. I
Save
won't
money.
care at all. But I want it to be known. My family, I want you to. I don't care if you just have me in a box up there for the funeral itself. But if you want something nicer looking, feel free to use this option. I like it.
Forget Amazon Prime Day, it's Etsy Blowout Day. Massive discounts on handmade garbage you never knew you wanted, like pendants made with your dead pet's ashes, candles that smell like Jeff Goldblum, prosthetic leg beer steins, crocheted beer can koozies, human teeth earrings and necklaces, one-eyed taxidermy mouse refrigerator magnets, and loads of t-shirts with famous logos that no one has copyright permission to use.
Lawsuits pending.
No matter what you buy during Etsy Blowout Day, it's guaranteed to start a conversation. And that conversation is
Get away from me, weirdo!
Etsy Blowout Day. Creeps who make ashtrays from nail clippings will thank you.
No one wants to be interrupted or rushed when using the restroom.
No way.
I know here if you use the number 2,
Uh-huh.
you can always tell who's going to want it after you because they keep coming in and out of the door.
That happened to me yesterday.
And then they just turn around.
Yeah.
So then you automatically go, all right, now somebody's waiting.
Uh-huh. And it does make me feel a little more rushed. I won't lie. Like, oh, no. There may be an emergency situation out here.
Yeah.
But, yes, it's funny when you hear just the door open and then close. Nobody comes in, you know. Oh, they need to poop, too.
Well, we've all been sitting on the toilet. We've experienced that. Or somebody comes and raps on the door.
Yeah.
When someone knocks on the bathroom door while you're using it, what do you say? There's a lot of interesting things. I think I would. Yeah. I think at a public. I think if I'm like at a public toilet somewhere, usually busy or somebody's in here.
Yeah.
Is probably my response. Like at work or home, if somebody did that, I'd probably go, yeah.
I think I usually do say, yeah. Yeah. And then that lets them know, oh, there's somebody in there.
Occupied.
I never used that
I don't
word.
The most popular answer was shouting, someone's in here.
Yeah.
Yes, as in third person.
Yeah.
Not you.
Yeah.
Somebody's in here.
Somebody's in here.
Not
With me. Just throw that in there. Somebody's in here with me.
yeah. I guess it's better than Chris is in here.
Yeah. I am Chris.
I am Chris, and I am in here.
You do that, nobody's going to bother you anymore.
Nope.
That's great.
Occupied, number 2.
Yeah, I never used that one.
3, almost done. I'll be out in a minute, or just a minute.
Just a minute is not bad. Almost done. I never let them know the progression of my
Yeah.
almost finished because I may not be.
Yeah.
And I don't want to lie. But yeah.
4, I'm in here.
I'm in here.
I think I've said that, which is kind of strange when I think about it.
I'm in here.
I'm in here.
Found me. Hide and seek game is over.
It's like, do they know me?
Yeah.
No. Number 5, yeah. That usually gets the point across.
Yeah, does it.
Number 6, someone noted that in Japan, you're apparently supposed to knock back.
We can't do like the walls of like just speaking of the work one. I would have to get up and duck waddle over to the wall to knock
Yeah.
back. I'm not doing that.
Somebody said that's so Japanese. Somebody else said, I understand the silent courtesy of their culture. So in other words, instead of saying something out loud, you just go back, and then they go, okay, busy.
Do they at least do the? And then the pooper goes.
I think it's
They should. Okay.
busy.
Japanese folks, it is a different culture.
Yep, the kind of the very silent courtesy.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have been say nothing, assuming the door is locked. One person said, I don't get knocked on a locked bathroom door. Someone is clearly using it.
That's what I don't understand.
I think
if it's locked, why would you knock?
Yeah, but a lot of times you have to look at the little crease and see a little bar across it, which that's kind of creepy because it looks like you're trying to look through the little crack there at whoever's like, are they in there? I don't
Yeah,
really
you
see
can
it.
accidentally make eye contact
Yeah,
with Fred sitting there taking a dump.
And I think that's weird.
It definitely is
Because
weird.
there's a little bit of a crack where you can see through, and I think if you're trying to find that, if it's locked or not, can be odd.
It's been months ago now. I was in a situation where I was going at a fast food place, and usually if you get to a locked door, do you turn around and just wait outside, wait in the bathroom?
I usually go back out.
Me too.
Like here. That's why somebody
That's
you
why-
open
yeah.
the door.
This young man, and I say young man, he wasn't a child. He's like just early 20s. And he is just standing in the bathroom. And I'm guessing it's emergency or whatever. But he knocked, and he knocked again immediately. And then he was just like, I gotta poop. Like, like that to me. And
I gotta.
And I responded with, me too. That's why I'm here. And I just made him wait. It's like, oh, now you're not making me want to hurry at all. Because he was being rude about it.
In other words, I've got to poop.
Yeah, like
In other words, you stop
my
what
poop
you're
more
doing.
important than your poop. Well, you should have got here before me, because now it just made me not want to hurry at all. I played an extra game on my phone. I don't care. You might have to go use the women's. Don't be rude about it. I've never, like, come on, dude. You're in your, he wasn't a child by any means.
Right.
Be a big boy and hold it for a minute.
Yeah. Or if it's that bad,
There's a trash can
sometimes
right over there.
Sometimes you have to go somewhere else. Other people claim to have funny responses. Some of these are pretty good, so you might want to use them.
Okay.
There's come back with a warrant. I'm with a client.
That's good.
Just finishing up a little paperwork. Hold on.
Yeah.
Like the game actually would be.
Yeah.
Hold on, I've got one more game.
Yeah. One more game.
What's the password?
I like that one.
Who is it?
Who is it?
Who is it?
I like who is it?
Yeah. 'Cause, if I heard that
Like
coming
that
out of
matters.
if I heard that coming out of a public, who is it?
Oh,
It would have been like I would immediately go, oh. I don't know if I would answer or I'd probably just walk off.
Everybody would just leave you alone,
You're
which
like-
is the whole point
'Cause-
anyway.
But you would freeze, I think, for a second.
Of
'cause
course.
That's not a response my brain expects.
Of course not. Yeah. That's why it's so damn effective. I like who is it a lot.
Somebody said they don't say anything. They just start screaming. Ah!
Also would make you run immediately.
All right. I'm not bothering them. Metallica's self-titled 1991 album, also known as the Black Album, has become only now the fourth album in history to spend over 750 weeks on the Billboard 200 charts.
Wow. Okay, that's a lot of time.
It's a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's a few.
How many
years is that? I'm looking it up because I
Well,
can't do the math.
Since it debuted in 91.
So every week since it's debuted there?
Basically.
Is
I
that
bet.
you think? Okay, we'll find out. Go ahead.
Dark Side of the Moon holds the number one spot by
Okay.
Pink Floyd. 990 weeks. So another 10 weeks in this Billboard 200 charts for Pink Floyd, they'll hit 1,000 weeks.
Wow.
Bob Marley's Legend, 843 weeks. Journey's Greatest Hits comes in at number 3 with 813. And Metallica's Black Album lands at number 4 now with 750 weeks.
So it's, by the way, not every week by any means but for a total of 14, almost 14 and a half years since that album was released, it's been on the Billboard Top 200. So, and obviously, I guess it's not consecutive weeks, clearly,
Right.
but that's been, a little over 30 years ago now. For half of the time that it's been an album, it's been on the Billboard Top 200 chart.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It has sold more than 17 million copies. It's the best-selling album since the SoundScan era, which began in 1991.
Mm-hmm. Pretty amazing. And it's a good one. We were just discussing it off air. If you were given, like a kid, the assignment, an introduction to.
I really think if I was giving somebody now like one album, because I know that would probably get them maybe hooked, is probably the Black
I
Album.
think so.
But I think there's some of those earlier ones that they've got so much great stuff.
I'm not disputing that.
But I think you almost have to start some people with this one because it's more recognizable.
There's a reason there's like 5 or 6 hits on that record.
Yeah.
And then other good songs too, by the way. There's a reason why. And if you're just starting them from scratch, like we're training my kids,
Yes.
which I've been doing since they were born.
Yeah.
You give them the Black Album, I think. And then you deep dive into Ride the Lightning and other things, you know?
Yes.
So that, I think you start there. Pretty dang good one.
Yeah. Even though there's nothing like, as I've said, For Whom the Bell Tolls.
Yeah, that's true.
Hearing that in a dingy basement apartment, sitting on a crate.
A lot of smoke.
And that song comes on, and it was like, what is this?
Yeah.
I have found my music. that was me.
Yeah.
Here's Rich Glitter.
This is not headline news. Today is National Wedding Invitation Day, or as husbands know it, How Do I Get Out of This One Day. Taylor Swift swallowed a bug during her show in Milan. Amateur, replied Ozzy Osbourne. Rick Springfield reportedly has a stalker, or as Jesse's girl calls that, karma. Target will stop accepting checks as form of payment, while Walmart will stop accepting goats and chickens. And Ingrid Andress's performance of the Star-Spangled Banner at last night's MLB Home Run Derby is being called one of the worst.
That our flag was still there.
Now Trump isn't the only one with bleeding ears this week. This is not headline news.